this month or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the
Yeah, for the
20s or
public,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but from what everyone's saying in the magazine, is it does a really good job of setting up for Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's exactly what we needed it to do. So, I mean, there's really no problem with that. Now the recollections, one, two,
Nope,
three. Yeah, I'm not. I will not rebuy those. Not again.
nope.
They
I
got
done
me
already bought them
once.
twice. Nope.
Yep, I'm not doing this again. They can go kiss my ass on that one. But I will get 2.8, even though I haven't even finished Final Fantasy 15. I'm working on that slowly.
That's
I,
my new year.
Scrub.
That's my New Year
shut up.
resolution. My New Year
What?
resolution is just stick to one game at a time. It's gonna be
I
hard.
need to. If
Yo,
like,
Final Fantasy 15 is like easy as fuck.
oh no, don't get me wrong. I'm already like, I figured that because beforehand I was playing like to level up and get like playing to do all the extra stuff. And now that I'm like, I just want to finish the game, I'm just playing the story itself. It is not hard. Like, it's not, it like the story itself, the story dungeons are some of the easiest fucking dungeons I've ever, like, in the entire game that I've ever played. Cause I don't even, like, they don't even require me to fucking fail once. I just go right through it.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah. Well, when you beat the game and you have to do the end game like dungeons, like yeah, no, that doesn't matter.
that's a
It's
different
all
story.
about that. That shit is fucking ridiculous. You have to be a high level. You have to have like good gear and all that shit. But
Yeah,
it's not
that's a
hard to
complete.
get that shit though. That's the thing. Like, all right. I'm sure we'll talk about it. If we won't, I'll bring it up. Let's just keep moving.
Let's do this shit. Let's move it. Let's start it.
Knock it out.
All right,
All right.
so this is Military Gaming Podcast, episode 12.
Why does it say off air still?
Says off air.
Uh, Hold on, let me send you the actual stream. I don't know why. Oh, the Google Hangouts, yeah, it's gonna be off screen. It's gonna be off air because I'm using OBS.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
So,
All right, then let's start this.
all right, so this is Military Gaming Podcast, episode 12. Uh, got some interesting topics today. Not too much. Not too much is going on in these gaming streets. Go ahead and get your intro. One of you guys, no matter.
Sure, I'll go. Hi, I'm Michael. Nice to meet everyone again for another week of podcasting.
All right.
Hey yo, you know what it is. Ray Puddles on the track. Doing my thing. Near
Oh, God.
Automata 2017
Oh
for the
boy.
win.
Oh
And this
gosh.
is Tony. And hey, so let's go ahead and talk about these games. If you want to send us a email, just remember militarygamingpodcast@gmail.com. So I want to talk about Near Automata.
Oh
Like,
boy.
I know some of you guys have played that. What do you think of it?
I think it's going to be a good game. I was interested in it like when they first announced it. I thought it was a game that was going to be really good, so I was going to get it anyway.
And
All right, so
Damon
hold
number
on, let
two.
me make the swap.
Damn.
Unplug.
Damn. Oh
right.
gosh.
All right, hello. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna make the full swap to PC. But before I do that, I'll go ahead and say Near Automata 2017 for the win. Yo, that game is seriously on point. Highly recommended. It's definitely one of my most looking forward to games. I'm not looking really. All right, so well, never mind. We'll get to that. I'm gonna at some point. There's a lot of games coming out, but like Nier seems to hit that spot. Like I don't know what it is, but like I'm definitely gonna buy that game day one. Like just to enjoy it, the experience of it. Like it's definitely awesome. But
So
I'm gonna switch over to PC, so I may be in and out.
okay. So
Okay.
I never even heard of Nier until somebody's like, "Hey, get the demo." And I watched some gameplay. I'm like, "Okay, it looks a little bit interesting." But when I actually played that game, I'll say I was like very thoroughly amazed. Um, I'm just curious: is this like a a sequel or something, or is it just like the first
Mm,
one?
I think it's original IP, isn't it?
Is it is it original IP?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it had the perfect balance of difficulty and the switch between the using the robot to shoot and the hack and slash elements to it. And it reminded me a lot of Devil May Cry
Oh,
about
I
how
knew
you
you
can
were gonna say
switch
that.
with, huh?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Hey, I love Devil May Cry. It was just that perfect balance from switching, like in Devil May Cry, you switch from the guns to hack and slash, and this is kind of like that. And also, you can go to your strong attacks, your quick attacks. I mean, it was pretty fun.
I think they unveiled that game in what E3 of last year, technically. I think that was the first time they showed it, and even then, from the trailer, you could have seen pretty much that it was what you felt when you played it was exactly what you could have seen from the demo itself. I mean, it looked even to me, it kind of reminded me of Devil May Cry, which is why I said that you would say that because even when I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, I could stand to play that. That looks
Yeah.
fun. And the setting and the story actually does have me intrigued on it. I
Mm-hmm.
do want to know what happened. Like, what is this all about? Like, I'm sure I'm gonna get a little bit more of his when the game does before it comes out a little bit more. But I'm excited for it.
See,
Yeah.
and that's the key. Like the little bit that they gave you, one you could tell like Devil May Cry or what, however you feel, like it's going to be a fun game,
Yep.
just based
Oh
off the
yeah,
gameplay of the videos. Like then when you actually play it, you're like, man, I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing, and then the story itself actually hooks you.
Yeah.
Like it's been a long time in gaming where I'm just like, I really want to spend time and play this game. Like I really want to enjoy the experience.
I mean, we don't have too many hack and slash games anymore either,
yeah.
and this is kind of like that perfect. It's actually the perfect time for this game to come out because there isn't many hack and slash games out there. I can't even think
Dude,
of any hack and slashes even coming out besides God of War.
coming out, I think the last hack and slash esque game that came out, I would almost say kind of Final Fantasy 15.
That's more
Kind
RPG
of.
though.
It is more RPG, but if you want, you can sit there and spam circle all you want,
Yeah, that's
and it
true.
might get
Put
the
it on
job
easy.
done. Yeah. So I mean, realistically, you could button spam. There is technique to it, but it is still a hybrid of the system itself, which I appreciate. And
Mm,
I think this game will be more like Devil May Cry, which had more of a faster pace,
yeah,
like combat system to me, and it was more judged on how you did things rather than like this, where our Final Fantasy 15, where I'm kind of just holding defense until I walk away for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, let's do it again, but let's move on. Sorry.
See, so like what I really liked about Nier Automata, like so when I first started, I'm like, all right, so I learned how to aim at the enemy and shoot. And I'm doing that for a while. I'm like, this isn't really doing much. I learned how to do the attacks. And then like the way that the button presses are, the way you have to do it, like it's complex enough to keep you engaged,
yeah,
but it's fun at the same time when you actually know what you're doing. Like when you figure it out, like, oh, I can shoot, like the little like balls of energy away and then like run up there and just fuck their shits up.
yeah.
And just and you move so fast, like it's so fluid. Like it's not like super laggy, like it's not like freaking what's that game coming out on Xbox, the exclusive? Freaking
Nope,
Mm,
nope. That's one of our topics. We'll get to it.
all right.
oh
You
Well,
probably
gosh.
didn't even
anyway,
hear about it.
long story short is it's super fluid. It's really fun to play. It's really simple in terms of just like how you go about business. Like you move through areas, collect things, you do your thing, and you beat the shit out of enemies in like the most awesome way that you can for the sake of the game, like following the storyline, the world, like the all that shit, the setting, like it fits perfectly. Like everything about it, like I'm feeling it, and I'm just like I want to know more information so that I can process like exactly like what it is that I'm getting into. You know what I mean? And like the characters, the voicing, like the voice acting is on point. Like man, Like I really want to play this game super bad.
When's it come out, by the way?
I think in
Um,
March.
Oh, that's not that far.
no,
You said
That's
no.
not that
Why you say that?
bad.
that Mass Effect Andromeda though.
Um,
Oh
See, I
boy.
still haven't played 2 and 3. I keep saying people saying skip 1 because 1 is so freaking boring to me.
All right, so one was good for its time, and it set the mood for the rest of the story.
I keep
So
hearing like you could play 2 and get the backstory of everything.
I mean, for the most part, yeah, like kinda.
So
But like
I think I'm
all
gonna
the
do that.
details that like set the mood for the universe, you're not really gonna get that per se. Um, if unless I mean I'm a fan, so obviously I'm gonna say I have like
So you're
a
gonna be
bias.
biased.
I feel like if you play through one and trudge through all the bullshit and like actually muscle through it, you'll actually have a better experience overall by the end of the trilogy. Now, that being said, I have not touched one since I beat it like 100%.
Mm.
All right. So like it's just because like it's dated. Like I feel like in terms of like Mass Effect, not gaming in general, but in terms of Mass Effect, like you could do so much more in Mass Effect 3. Even Mass Effect 2 is hard to play, but the story is intriguing enough to keep you going. Now, I played 1 and 2 multiple times and had like multiple playthroughs. So like played 1, I had a good character, a bad character, someone in between. I played 3. I imported my good character, my bad character, someone in between. I started a new one and just ran with it, just said, fuck it, I'm just going to do things until I feel good about it. And then I played 3, and I imported all the character saves, and
Mm.
I literally stuck with either my good or my bad character, not because of story, but because like I felt that it matched how the character would be based off of all the previous events. You know what I mean? So like all of those details beforehand actually matter. And in Mass Effect 3, you can choose to like, hey, I want to determine, what the story was beforehand. Let me make these decisions. Like all the major decision points, like they kind of help shape what will become, of like, how you do things in Mass Effect 3, but like on the real, like it doesn't match the feeling that you get when you're making those decisions and the decisions you made actually transfer into the next segment. And that's why, like, regardless of all the haters, regardless of all the bullshit, how slow and fucking dragging it is, like you
Mm.
you, you feel good after playing through it. Like the ending was shit when it first came out, like way back when the game first came out. I bought it first day, did my thing, and then like the endings, the way that it played out, I was just like, this is pretty much garbage. Let me try something different. Let me wait until this DLC, that they give you for free, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, and then like after all that shit, I was like, all right, that's fine. But
Uh,
yeah, it definitely felt like it. I feel like it's one of those games that like you won't really get the full experience of Mass Effect unless you've played all 3 games, at least enough
oh
to
man,
understand how it works. All right.
freaking!
I am not.
I
Not
am
that game.
struggling trying to freaking play Mass Effect 1 right now.
Hey, on some real shit, like I would not. So Mass Effect Andromeda takes place in the Mass Effect universe, but it's not necessarily following the events of Shepard,
Yeah,
so to speak.
it's all the other like characters, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, kind of, yeah. So on some real, like, I recommend playing through Mass Effect 2. But Mass Effect 1 you can kind of skip, and then in Mass Effect 3, make whatever decisions you need to make. You feel that would be relevant to the character you would want to be, and then go forward and play Mass Effect 3 through its entirety.
Okay, all right. I'm glad somebody else said that because I keep reading like forums. They keep telling me just go straight to Mass Effect 2. Don't worry about 1. 'Cause 1 is freaking boring to me, and I was trying. I was like, man, I can't. I don't think I can do it.
All right. Well, it depends on what's boring. Like if it's story wise and making decisions, then
No,
you're only
that's
gonna
not
get more of
boring,
the
but the
same.
combat is what's boring to me.
Yeah, that combat is pretty. Yeah, yeah. I feel you on that. Yeah, and that's why I was saying like there's a lot of you can put it on easy mode, obviously, and just like run through it, kind of. But like there's points where you have to be on point. And it's just like yeah, it's not really worth the effort for people trying to enjoy the experience, get the
Yeah.
Mass Effect universe, and preparations for the next game. Like I feel like just do what you got to do. Start off with two. Make sure you make whatever decisions you want to make that's in line with the character you want from two in three, and then go forward from there.
Uh, so just so you guys know, Near Automata is going to be released in Japan on February 23rd, and it hit the Western market, which that will include the Navy Exchange, 7 March.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that
Wow. So that's
like
like
just 2 weeks, pretty
okay.
much.
So that's I'm assuming it's going to be before Mass Effect Andromeda, which sucks because I know I'm going to probably
Well,
get that day one.
well, I don't think Near is going to be that long of a game, honestly. Well, but you
Well, it's
never
not
know.
about how
It's a
long the game is.
Japanese game, so you never know with them.
I mean, that's true, but like regardless, like I liked playing the game. Like I ran through the demo I think 3 times before I uninstalled it. And
And
it wasn't so much about like the story after like, the second, third time, whatever. It was just about like how can I best approach the situation, to come out on top. Like I tried to do like a no damage playthrough after my third attempt. And I failed miserably.
third, damn.
But like I was like, yo, like I think I can do this. Like if you move quick enough and like you dodge a certain way and then you attack a certain way, you time it, and like the enemy is like obviously like the AI's mannerisms, like what you can do. But like fuck, it was difficult. And I feel like I'm probably gonna do something similar to that when I actually get the game. Which is why I'm looking forward to it, because it's something I can spend my time on and like I'll have a good time. I did the same thing with the Devil May Cry games.
Mm,
Playing on what was it like Dante Must Die mode for second, third ones.
damn, that's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is fucking
Shit, even on
insanity.
normal, that shit was freaking hard.
Get the fuck out of here.
That
No.
shit at the time, this one I wasn't really into hack and slash. Man, that shit was hard. Now,
I mean,
like me playing it now, no problem. Except for the first one. I tried playing the first one.
well,
It
the
was
first one, like you gotta be like there's like frames you have to be paying attention to. It's like on some Dark Souls shit. Like you gotta be like if you don't want to get like one shotted, like you have to be perfect.
yeah.
And it's almost like RNG. Like yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. At least that's how I feel about it. But for the second and third one, like yeah, no, I ran through the second one after a time and figured it out. But the third one, I didn't really finish it on the freaking what is it, Dante Must Die mode, whatever it is. I forget what it was, whatever it is now. I didn't finish it, obviously. That's so, but still, I enjoy that type of gameplay.
Yep. So, if nobody knew, this is developed by Platinum Games and published by Square Enix. Just so anybody else don't know that. So that brings us to our next topic because Platinum Games was working on another title called Scalebound, and now
Scale what?
There it is.
Scalebound.
Yeah, that's the joke. Scale what?
Yep. And that game is now canceled.
Whoa! And there it is. Whoa!
And I'm honestly, I was like, why would you take your only RPG?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yep.
You take your
Yo.
only action RPG game and cancel it.
Man, I can't wait to start viewing some podcasts after this to see what people
Oh
talking
man.
about. Like,
Bruh.
dude, what?
The
Yo,
damage
the Xbox
control.
would be- Yeah,
and-
exactly. Damage. How do you damage control that? They was just like, "Hey, we got this. Oh, it's
Man.
really shitty, and we put it out to you guys. Yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna cancel it." Like, what? But don't worry. we got some more Xbox exclusives that's gonna be multi-plat. So don't even worry about it.
And that's
Don't
that,
even worry about it.
the
Like
first
what?
person I went to go watch was Kid Smooth. And
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, this dude is about to damage control the hell out of it. And that's exactly what he did. He's like, oh, well, we don't need no RPGs on Xbox. I'm like,
Fuck
dude,
out of here,
you
clown.
need that option. At
Clown.
least the
Dude,
option.
Xbox is not if anywhere else in the world, like well, all right, I won't say all that. Here in Japan, Asia, right? No. There's people that don't even know what an Xbox. So I went to my friend's house. He has an Xbox. I asked him why he bought it. He said, "Oh, well, I like the Xbox." Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, whatever. Japanese friends show up and they're like, "Ooh, what's that? A new Blu-ray player?" Like,
A
got him.
VCR.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, no. Like Xbox needed Scalebound. It would have
Yes.
brought it to Japan. Like even then, like you dude, like this is an entirely new type of game, like a new genre.
All they
Well,
had to
not new
say was
genre, but
Platinum
like a
Games
new
was making it.
style. I'm just saying, like, long story short is like that game would have been on point for what they needed, and then they fucked it up. Like, come on, all right,
Yeah. Apparently they stopped like even doing anything with the game sometime last year.
wow,
Like this, it was a long time coming because I could tell like from E3. Remember at E3 how they tried to show on the floor and how choppy. Like some people was like, "Oh, it's the stream." I'm like, dude, nah, that game does not
no.
is running real bad on the
I mean,
Xbox.
like streams are pretty bad, but at E3, like
And
look at all of the other games that were quote unquote streamed, and then look at that one. There's no fucking way that was purely stream problems. Where were they streaming from? Like the middle of Indonesia somewhere where no internet connection? Like,
and that's
get
what I
the fuck
said.
out of here.
Like if you watch it right out, because I didn't watch it live. When you watch it, I can understand live. Yeah, it might be a little choppy, but once they finish like rendering it and put it online, you don't get the full like 1080p or 4K experience that they sometimes have. But you do at 720p, you can still tell when the game's like has frame drops.
Yeah,
There's no way you can get past that.
apparently they tried.
And
Failed
apparently,
miserably.
the reason why they had to take they was struggling because the regular Xbox couldn't handle it. But
What?
I'm trying to figure out if the regular Xbox couldn't handle it. Why not like let them develop it? Like give them a development kit for the Scorpio. Like you still
Exactly.
could have made this game.
Or move that shit to fucking PC. Like, come on, man. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, like
it's
different engines,
Microsoft.
shit, like the way it's developed, I guess, whatever, blah. But still, dude. So I'm looking at I looked at the link you posted, and
Hmm.
they say after careful deliberation, Microsoft Studios has come to the decision to end production for Scalebound. We're working hard to deliver an amazing lineup of games to our fans. Includes Halo Wars 2, the top-down two-player shooter, top-down type shit, two-player shooter. All right, Crackdown 3,
Which we
which
have
if
not heard about in a while.
anything from like what was it like last year sometime?
I don't remember.
Have,
They didn't even show anything last year, did it? It was the year before.
no, it wasn't the well. It's no. It was well
They showed
last
off
year.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2015. 2015. You're right. 2 years ago, technically. You're right. 2015. But in 2015, they showed the idea of how Crackdown 3 would be
Yep.
running. And I'm like, all right, so you showed a small controlled area and, the damage, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And hey, it's running off a cloud, blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, that's cool. Let me see some, like some beta testing type shit. Let me see how these people actually
It's,
get in there
yep.
when literally it's like, hey, we got one team against another team, and they don't fuck with each other at all. They just destroy everything around them. What's the frame rate on that? I want to see it. Yeah, no, there's been absolutely nothing since then.
Nothing.
So, and that's another exclusive. Like, oh, we're working on this great game. Halo Wars top-down shooter. You could probably get it for your Nintendo 3DS, but fuck it, Halo Wars 2.
You could play Halo Wars on a mobile phone.
And that's what I'm saying.
And all right, so and then Crackdown 3, and then State of Decay 2. Now, State of Decay, which was originally a PC exclusive, moved over to I guess Xbox. Sure, whatever, fine, that's cool. State of Decay 2. You guys are working on this specifically. I'm
They probably
based
just
off of,
publishing it. I wouldn't
and
be
that's what I'm,
surprised.
and exactly that's what I'm saying. Based off y'all track record, unless you're just publishing, I'm calling that shit a fucking rap. Like it,
Yep.
it doesn't even mean anything. And then Sea of Thieves. Now they promoted this 2 years ago, and we ain't seen shit since then. So
Yeah,
out of the
that's the
one,
amazing
two,
lineup.
three, 4 games for
Oh,
2017,
hold
the
up, hold
four
up. There's a Forza coming. There's always a
Make the
Forza.
fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Assassin's Creed, bomb diddly fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like it doesn't matter. It's just another fucking Forza. Fine. I didn't even play the last one. Like I really don't care.
Yeah.
Yes, it may have been fun. Sure, good racing, blah. Like, did it save the console? Is it worthy of being like, hey, this game brought Xbox to the world? Fuck
Nope.
no. It's just another fucking Forza for fans.
Yeah.
Moving on. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
cannot. I'm wondering who's like, is Microsoft giving up now? Like, cause this just,
Nah.
I'm like, dude, that's like 5 games I can count on top of my hand. Unless they come out at E3 and just show like something besides Gears of War, Forza, and freaking Halo, I can't see nothing. Like, what are they doing? They already got rid of Fable Legends.
dumb.
Now they get rid of Scalebound, and
Dumb.
there's no talk of no Rise 2. There's no talk of Scalebound 2. I mean, what is going on over there?
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And they have the money. Yeah, I honest like this rumor was like what, it was 2 years ago where they was talking about how Bill Gates really doesn't want the Xbox division anymore. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out if that rumor is actually true because I don't know what I know. Phil Spencer, like I follow Phil Spencer on Twitter and he's a cool guy. Like he answers his fans and when you ask him a question, he's straight up with you. He's not about that fanboy bullshit. He plays PlayStation, he plays Xbox games, PC games. So he's a gamer who's just happened to be like over the division. So dude's a pretty cool guy, and when he talks about like, hey, we have these games that I want to do. Like I want to have different practices, but the things that he wants to do, Microsoft is like, nope, you're gonna do it this way.
Yeah.
And I honestly think their division is like I don't know who's really in charge. It's not Phil. Phil is definitely not the one that's really
Man,
in charge.
it definitely smells of some like Square shit. Like, because like you already know, like Square is run by like the Japanese types, right? So like
Yeah.
they're all about like honoring the people that came before you, the older people, the people that have been in it for a while, and these people all have like the same you know ideals and thought processes, and like, oh, we can make money doing this based off of when they first came into the gaming business and the experience they've gained up until now. But shit changes.
Yeah, they
Like,
like Halo is not selling like it used to.
no,
Gears of War is kind of pretty much their number one title right now.
and it isn't even all that.
Yeah. So
Like,
I'm like,
graphics do matter, but they aren't everything. Like, if you literally make a a perfectly like graphical fidelity looking type piece of shit and just had me look at it for 30 minutes and made me pay $10 for it, like I wouldn't buy it. Why? Because I don't give two shits what shit looks like.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
But
want to
th-
play something that's fun.
but one issue I do have, and it might not even be like all Microsoft fault. It might be like the Xbox community's fault because I was following Eric Cuts to Win. She's on Twitter. She's a YouTuber, female YouTuber, actual gamer. She messaged out. She's like, so all we have to look for is shooters now for Xbox. And then one guy replied, I forgot his name. I'm not even giving him that kind of shine because I said something to him, but he's like, why do I need to worry about anything other than shooters? That's why I bought my Xbox. It's for shooters. And
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck?
dude, that is the wrong
Hmm?
attitude to
That
have.
is definitely the wrong attitude to have. You
Obviously, they
see,
didn't learn anything from the PlayStation 2 days.
No,
exactly, exactly.
but if you talk to people at work, like Xbox fans, I'm not gonna say his name like online, but if you talk to the Xbox guy, I know you know who they are at
Oh yeah,
work. If you talk to them, I'm like, hey, what do you play? Oh, I play Halo. I play Gears. I play Forza. I'm like,
yeah.
all right. Oh, I play NBA. I play Madden. Okay, what
They
else?
they're fanboys or casuals and or casuals. Like it's not no. There's so many other experiences out there. So like when I started playing games, there was no NBA 2K blah 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 suck my dick. You know what I mean? There was
Yeah.
no Call of Duty Forever. You know what I mean? And Halo wasn't even thought of yet. People
Mm-hmm.
were still fucking around with fucking the Unreal tournament on PC. Like no, when I first started,
GoldenEye.
that wasn't even when I first started. But
Damn,
all the
that's
same, like when I
good
first started
memories.
playing games, like there was none of that. It was all about the fun of the game, the gameplay, and was the story interesting enough to keep you playing the game? Like, did it make you care at all enough to continue? That's literally what it was. I'm sorry. First person shooters nowadays, let's take a look at like all the major ones. We got Gears. All right, decent story. You know what I mean? Like the gameplay is fun, cool. We got Call of Duty, the same shit that it's always been, and that shit ain't never gonna change. We got Battlefield, which is an advanced version of the same shit that it's always gonna be, and the shit is not gonna change. On some real shit. It's fun as fuck, I ain't gonna lie, but it's not gonna change. It's gonna be Battlefield. Call of Duty is gonna be Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Gears
Mm-hmm.
is gonna be fucking Gears. The shooter genre, at least in terms of the multiplats, the famous ones that you can get literally on every, well, figuratively on every single console. Like, yeah, no. That's not a selling point for the Xbox, for Microsoft. That's not a reason you get your Xbox.
No,
Like, no, not at
It
all.
is for them.
I just
Well,
can't.
I mean,
I can't
some people
just be
are just
stuck in
stupid.
one type of game all the time, man. I don't understand that. I get bored of just first person shooters. I'm like, dude, I gotta play a third person shooter right now. But to play just those type of games, just all shooters all the time, and then sports games all the time. Like sports games, I ain't gonna lie. If I was in the states, yeah, I would be doing tournaments because that's what I did when I was in the states
That's a
or
different type.
somewhere.
Like that's a weird. That's a game all of its own, though. It's a game, which is
Yeah,
just as good as any other game. Like there's nothing
It's
wrong with
yeah.
them.
yeah, there's
At
nothing
that
wrong
point,
with it. But when you say I only bought this just for this, I'm like, I don't understand that.
I mean,
Like if
you
you were
also
doing tournaments like I used to do, like that's why I only played like in the beginning of PlayStation game days, PlayStation 3 days. That's the only reason why I played like sports game because I was in tournaments and I was playing this for
exactly
money.
like you were like literally playing like it was competitive on a
Yeah,
real level. It wasn't just
exactly.
like, oh, I'm better than you, ha ha ha. Let me post on my Facebook. I own that ass. You know,
Exactly. Like we
like
was
no, it was
putting
like for
real
real.
money up.
Like
Like I'm
show
talking
your real
about
skill.
hundreds
Like
and thousands of dollars. That's what I was playing for.
and that's what I mean. Like, how many of these casuals around here, especially the ones you're talking about that we know of, uh, is playing in tournaments for
No,
that
they
shit?
not.
None of them. Zero. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason to be loyal and focusing only on one system and what they can offer based off of what the games that they got. Like,
It's just
no.
play whatever's fun. Play
Yeah.
whatever's
Especially when you're looking
interesting.
at Xbox. Like I could see like Nintendo people, Wii type people. Like
Yeah.
I just like those type of games. I'm super casual. I just want to have fun. I don't want
Exactly.
the Twitch shooting stuff is too much. Blah blah blah. I get it, but
Hmm.
like if you're a gamer, and like I mean like I'm over here PS4 PC. Like I'm a gamer, son. You know what I mean? Like, and then I look at Xbox. I'm like, why would I buy an Xbox? Let me see. And then all the
Especially
games are
now they
coming to
on
PC.
PC.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
coming to PC. Like they're getting canceled. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why am I buying an Xbox?
And
I
it's the
see no
thing.
reason for it.
And it's the crazy thing. Last Guardian took 10 years,
Yep.
and they finally came out. And you telling me this game, Scalebound, been announced 2 years ago, and you already canceled it?
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't
Like,
understand that.
and that's another thing. Like the money aspect. Like Microsoft, Scalebound. That's your shit. Make it big. Make it work. Make it happen. Right. Last Guardian. For 10 fucking years, they've been putting money into this shit.
Yep.
They come out with it. It doesn't really matter at this point whether or not the gameplay is awesomely dramatic. It's so heartfelt. Like people
It
want
just
to
came
play,
out.
they want to play the game, and people enjoy the game. I mean, like that's all there is to it. Like they made a game that was enjoyable, right?
Yep.
Like I'm assuming. Like I haven't played it personally. I've seen reviews. You played it. Like it's one of those games. It's like there's a lot to it. It's annoying at times, but
Oh
it's
god.
fun overall.
All I gotta do
Overall,
is F Trico. I hate that guy. That thing.
I didn't even bought like the thing is when it was first announced, I was interested in it. As time went on, I just stopped caring about it to the point where now I'm just like I'm glad they came out with it, but it's not my kind of game, so I'm just gonna not bother with it. But I'm sure it's a good game. I'm
Um,
just glad they released it.
if I was,
hey
Eventually.
yo, on some real. Like when you're done with that, like let me get that. Let me get my hands on that real quick.
I mean, I think I'm like 70% done with the game though. So I should be done like probably at the end of the week. Hopefully. Depends. Depends on how bored I get. Cause I actually started playing The Last of Us for some reason. I don't know
And
why.
and that's another thing.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Oh boy.
Games like The Last of Us. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I
Xbox,
don't know.
Microsoft, like,
Well, my brother-in-law, he was talking about it, and my nephew was playing it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just hop on, see if I can do good. And I got my butt whooped pretty bad. Cause I was trying to play it like it was Uncharted 4, and I was like,
Nah,
yeah,
it's a mistake.
this is
the multiplayer?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
it was pretty bad.
Hell no. You got to play that shit like Splinter Cell, Metal Gear. Like,
Yeah.
you got to be sneaking around corners. Like, you got to know they coming before they come. Like,
Yep.
no, Uncharted, you kind of like can run around, figure it out. You know, you may win, you may not. Weapons and stuff.
Yeah, it's just all
Depends,
about
but
running in Uncharted. And Last of Us is more thinking.
yeah. You
Plot
got to
out
know the
things.
map. You got to know where the items is at. You got to know
Yeah.
what items you're gonna craft. You got to know your gear set. You're like, yeah, no, I'm like that. That's a lot more legit. And that's another thing. I can play Last of Us. Like I can jump into that shit right now and instantly feel gratification,
Yeah,
whether I win or lose.
yeah, you ain't gonna do good though. I seen people on there that's like a level 700, and I'm a level 6. I don't know how they did the ranking system because I don't remember all that ranking system, but apparently I'm just like a level 6 something, and you had people like 700, 500, 900. I'm like, geez,
Yeah,
these
no,
dudes.
that's what they play.
Yeah,
They're literally like the Xbox equivalent of like, you know what I mean? Like this is the game I play. I only fuck with Halo. Ha
yeah,
ha. You know, like they're literally the Xbox equivalent, at least in my eyes. Because like, there's no way you're ranking up to with all the games that's come out on PS4 recently. Like
hmm
in the past, like even 6 months, like all the games that's come out, and you're a level 700 on The Last of Us. That
yeah.
was like how many years ago? Like, yeah, nah, that's what you play. And like, I'm not expecting to do good against those guys. Do
Yep.
I expect to do decent? Maybe not the first couple matches.
Yeah, I met one guy. He only plays Call of Duty. I met him on Facebook. He was one of my homeboys' friends, and he's like, "Yeah, that's all I do is play Call of Duty every day, all day." I'm like, "How do you do that?" Like, he's like ranked 178.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Teach his
and
own.
I'm like, dude, how do you play just one game he's like, well, I'm not interested in anything else but Call of Duty. I'm like, I cannot do that.
I'm
And this
willing to
dude
bet.
KD was like 7.0. I'm like,
Jeez.
See, and no, that's why. That's why. So I'm not gonna lie. Like when you get really good at something, and that's probably
but even
travels
then, I
into The Last
still
of
gotta
Us.
play something else.
Well, I mean, you're a gamer. There's a difference between a gamer and then like a hardcore, like for a specific game, a hardcore gamer in general, and then the casuals. Like there's like we're gamers here. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
go hardcore in certain arenas, but in general, we're gamers. We play all types of different games, whether it's traditional or not, whether it's something that we're normally interested in or not. Like we're gamers. We game. That's what we do.
No.
Like that dude is just like I'm specific about this.
Yeah.
Like 7.0, like spending the time, like way back in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, did I have a high KD? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I wasn't working for myself and earning my own money. At least at the time, I was still in school.
Yep.
Well, actually, no, that was Modern Warfare 1. But anyway, I was still in school. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, all right, whatever. Like, running papers and stuff, paper out. Blah blah blah. Playing games. I was like, yo, I want to spend my money on things other than video games, but I need to still play games because that's what I want to do. Bam. I was really good at that one game because I spent a lot of time. Kingdom Hearts, when I first bought it. Yes, I spent a shitload of time in that game. You know what I mean? Final Fantasy X, when I first bought it. Final Fantasy VII, way back when I first had my hands on it, was like the game. I played the shit out of it. Like, I mean, like,
I cannot
it's
play.
just what happened.
Man, I cannot wait till that remake comes out for Final Fantasy VII.
Wait. Hold on. You
Oh,
said you can't wait for the remake. Have you actually played the original?
Yeah, I played the original. I can't play it now. I told you like a few podcasts. Well, I think it was at the beginning of the podcast that I can't. I don't like turn-based RPGs no more. I can't do it no more. It's just very
I
boring.
still don't even know how the hell I managed to do it as a kid.
I don't either.
I still figured that out.
Honestly.
Because it was fun.
At the
I
time,
don't understand. I
yes.
didn't understand what I was doing back then, but I somehow managed to beat the game. Like I don't like playing it now. I still don't understand some of the things. Like when let's put it this way: when I played Final Fantasy VII and I reloaded my save, like when I was a little bit older, and I looked at it, do you know what I had in my slots for materia? Because I didn't even understand what materia was. I had like anything that was colorful in the slots. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I still beat it.
Yeah,
This one said all. Okay, sure, let's put that in there. It's blue. I don't know. Like, I tried to set this up, make it, efficient. No, I don't know.
I'm trying
I
to
beat
Like
it.
I would probably cry if I looked at your like materia slots. I'd probably cry inside.
Don't worry, I did that for you.
Just
When
like, hey, I'm gonna pair my all materia with my all materia. And
you know what's funny? I did that. I did that.
They're both blue. They match. So it's gotta be boost, right? Like,
That's what I did. I
oh
know.
my God.
I'm telling you, it was pretty bad. Like the save was right after Midgar's falling apart. After you leave the world or you enter the world and all that stuff and do all these things and the weapons come out and then the meteor wants to totally blow up the world. Like that's where the save was and you're gonna go fight Hojo back in Midgar.
You made
And-
it that far.
Yeah,
with
I know,
random
right?
materia.
I know, right? I
So
don't know how I did it.
Dude, you should have recorded that gameplay. Like the only guy to run through the game essentially with no material. Like literally, like just stuff in the slots. Fuck it. Like
This one's yellow. I like this. Let's put this right here. Fuck it. I found out later that was a summon. Oh yeah, great. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't know.
Oh,
Man.
That's
But I beat the
funny.
game.
That would be funny.
yes, it'd be funny to watch. It would hurt, but it would be too much.
You all have some funny things going on in your life. You always have some funny things going on in your life, like your droid.
Oh,
You know what? You know what?
Man down.
At least I have one.
Hey, I'm gonna have one soon.
No, you don't. No, you just don't have one right now, so that's all that matters.
I'm still gonna have one.
You don't
Whatever.
have one right now. Anyway, next topic.
All right. So next one. I'm not sure if y'all heard about the doxing that went on with yours
Mm-mm.
truly, Mooch, 1978.
Nope.
So I'm pretty sure you heard, Randy,
Yeah,
because you kind of watch people I watch.
yeah.
So for Michael and the viewers out there who don't know, so Mooch 1978 was this Xbox extremist. I mean, very, very. I'm saying that lightly right
Ooh,
now.
one of those.
So
Yeah,
there's two types of extreme. You know what I mean? Like you know
yeah.
how like on the scale you have like the all the way on
Fans.
the left side, you know, you have white. All the way on the right side, you have black. So if he was to be extreme, this dude isn't on the scale. You know what I mean? Like you can't even define him as like a particular color in the rainbow. You know what I mean?
God damn. That's
Like
bad.
extremist. He's gone. There's no
Yeah.
hope.
So Mooch 1978 has deleted his YouTube. Well, I guess he put all his videos on private. His Twitter, I think he deleted his Twitter. His Instagram is now, I think, either down or he privated that. So for people that don't know, Mooch was kind of he's. I'm not gonna say kind of. He was racist, and he said some like off the wall type shit about like Japanese people, like saying like, "Hey, I bet your piss smells like rice" and stuff like that. So
Jeez.
saying like things like, "Oh, I wish I could kill every PS4 owner."
Yeah.
Uh, like this guy was straight. Like I don't know
Gone.
what
Gone.
the fuck wrong with this
No
guy.
hope. No hope.
Like this dude hated PlayStation with a passion for some reason. And but he was doxxed by one of this guy, PSN for life or something like that. And the story was like this guy might have been an Xbox guy because there's been Xbox fans. There's been like this rebellion with Xbox fans who saying like they're gonna take down the whole BGS crew, which is like Zaire and Crap Gamer and Iron,
Mm-hmm.
not Iron Wolf no more. He's part of the the other extremists for the PlayStations now. But
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, we gonna take those guys, like Tim Dog. There you go. Take those guys down. So some people think it was somebody that knew Mooch, like personally, because you have to know this guy personally to know like where he lives and all that type of stuff to get this kind of information. So what he did was he posted like the guy's job on Twitter, posted a picture of his son, his wife, um, and he was sending out tweets like, "Hey, let's get this guy fired today." And like it was just a whole big mess that happened, and it's all in 2017. And it was pretty crazy what went down.
Yo, on some real. We're 10 days in.
I was just about to say
Oh
that. I was
yeah,
like, I looked at my calendar. I
that's
was like,
right.
10 days in, huh?
Just FYI, we're 10
Yeah,
days
that's true.
2017 shaping up to be a great year.
Yeah, yeah, this to be yeah. So he's gone now. Just want to know, do you guys think that he deserved to be doxxed? After I just told you, I know Michael, you probably don't know like things he did or whatnot. But for
Yeah.
Randy, I want to hear from you first. What do you think he deserved it, or you think they went too far?
Okay, so I have two opinions. The first one, valuing my own privacy, and if I have opinions and things and feelings, and I want to put them out there, you know, social media or whatever, not, I'm going to put it out there. Like that's what I'm going to do. Like I don't really have any holds, you know. There's nothing that I would resist from putting out there. Now, that's my first opinion. Second opinion, knowing that the internet is the internet
Mm-hmm.
and any and everybody can see any and everything, especially if you allow it to be open and you're as loud and obnoxious as that clown was. I mean, like, you got to admit, like, there's going to be people out there that's just like, you know what? I'm going to take that extra time to
Yep.
figure out the details just to fuck you over. Like, think about it. Like as hardcore as he was in the way that he was doing his business, handling things,
Mm-hmm.
there's somebody that's the counter to that. That's like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to fuck you over.
Yeah.
Why? Because I can. Just because, like, why was he doing what he could? Because he can.
So,
Like, you know.
so let me tell you one other thing, Michael, that you don't know about this guy. So, this was the same guy. I don't know if you watch the Corporate Slave Awards from. You probably don't, Black Bun, but last year they his hashtag for the Corporate Slave Awards uh, was GameStop stalker. So what he pretty much was doing last year during this time, he was going to GameStop talking to little kids like, "Hey, what are you buying?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I'm about to buy a PlayStation." And he'll tell the kid like, "So why are you buying a PlayStation?" Like he would stalk these kids like, "Why are you buying a PlayStation? You should be buying an Xbox." Little kids who just got they lunch they their money from their family, just going in there buying a PlayStation. He like, and he just stalk them like, I don't think you should buy that. You should buy an Xbox. This is the same type of dude that who got docs.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I mean, like I said, some people there's no hope. And if you go out on the internet, especially like I said, as loud and obnoxious and as open as he was, like I mean, like I have friends, on my Facebook, blah blah blah, but I don't just like friend the world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have well, I had a Twitter account at one point, but long story short is just like I don't just go out there if I don't feel that like, hey, I'm this is a group of people that I feel like I can be opinionated with, and I'll accept their responses one way or another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't just pick randoms.
See,
And if
this is the thing. Like I would let I don't care who follows me. I don't block people. I try not to block people unless you've been like racist or obnoxious. Then I will block you. Or if you spamming me, then all right, I'm blocking you. But this is the what I post on Twitter or on any social media site is the same thing I would say in your face. Like I don't put anything online that I wouldn't say in anybody's face.
exactly,
And that's the thing. That's the reason why Mooch freaking like closed out his stuff because he would not say that in front of his face and people's face. Like when I read his profile for his job, like he was like, "Oh, we're fair to all the customers," and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, But on Twitter, he's like, "Oh, I want to kill PlayStation owners." How is that
yeah,
fair to? Because he has a company, he has a wine company. I'm not gonna say which company, and I'm not gonna put his business out there. But I'm like, so you're gonna be. So if I was to come to your wine celery, like, hey, I want some wine. I want some blue wine. Do you have any blue wine? Can I get something special made? Like, let's put like, hey, I'm the best PlayStation owner on here. Are you gonna like nope, get out my my business? Like, what are you gonna do?
yeah.
Like, is it really that serious?
And that's what I mean. Like he put himself out there. I don't know what he was thinking. I guess maybe like all of the fans and all the bullshit that like everybody that was following him, watching him, and gave two shits or didn't give two shits, but it was funny to watch. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
was just like giving him those views. Maybe his head got blown up at some point, and then reality came to smack him in the face. Like, hey, guess what? This is the internet. This
Yep.
is not like your personal space. You have no safe place. There's, you know what I mean? Like trying to be PC over here. Like there is no safe space in the internet. You can't go hide in a corner and be like, I just need some time to have a timeout. Like no. When you're out there, you're out there. That's it. There's
Yep.
no going back. So don't ever put anything out there that you would not be willing to defend, accept, or deal with the consequences of. Um, yeah, just putting that out there. OPSEC
Yep.
101.
So Michael, after hearing his story and what happened, what are your thoughts?
I believe that everyone on the internet has a personality. Everyone adopts a persona that they fit, to better suit what they're doing. Some people take that a little bit too far. Some people don't. That's their choice and what they want to do with that. But what I don't necessarily believe in is if you're going to be an ass on the internet, that's your choice. And that's your fans' choice is whether or not they want to sit there and follow you or not. If they want to give you the views for it, by all means, go ahead. But you're only spurring someone on to keep doing what they're doing. That's all it is. Either don't watch him or support, or either you support him or you don't. End of story. If he's getting support, then more power to him. Think about people like Leafy is here, or like some other people that have those specific personas that are just online. These people wouldn't walk outside and go talk to people like that. There's no way in heck they would do it.
I like PewDiePie.
Yeah, they don't. There's no way in hell that the way they act on the internet or in front of a camera is the way that they act at their job or where they talk to people. I'm sure they're normal people outside of this, but how do you support them? Well, they get positive feedback from what they're doing, and no offense, but the internet kind of does that a lot for some people. So, yeah, for him, I think he was playing a role that people were supporting, and I don't agree with doxing in general. I think it's kind of whiny for you to be for someone to be like, I don't like what this person is doing, so I'm going to retaliate with by giving away their personal information, which to me just seems really, really childish.
Yeah.
Like, you don't agree with someone, got it. I then don't support him, but there's no reason to go out of your way and say I'm going to get this person fired, even if they're being the irresponsible and rude person that they are.
See, and that's where I have to disagree. In the internet, like it's not like the old days, man. Like the internet nowadays, like people have nothing better to do. Like I mean, like look at society. Well, never mind. I don't even want to go down that road.
I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. It does. But if it happens, it happens.
It's the norm now.
Yeah.
Like that's
the thing.
The way things work.
It can be the norm, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's okay or it's right. Just because it's a norm and just because I'm not gonna people do it doesn't mean that I would do it. My personal feelings are that people on the internet will stay anonymous in my book, and they will do whatever the heck they're gonna do. Even if I don't agree with them, I'm not gonna go and out them because I just think that's really whiny. But it's gonna happen. Like it.
I wouldn't do it either. I would never take the time to try and out somebody or try like no. Why
exactly.
would I spend my personal time doing that?
And me, that's logic, but people are good if people can do it. Like I said, if people wanted to put together every little bit of things that I've said throughout the since 2009 of stuff that I've done, they could probably put together a relatively good like profile of me. But what I'm betting on is that most people have better things to do with their life than to piece together my life. But I just know for a fact that it's on the internet. Someone can do it. It's not impossible.
But you're not stalking kids outside of Best Buys.
Oh, you're damn right.
You know what I mean? You're not like a super racist all over YouTube and Twitter complaining to gaming developers, doing all this other shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going out of your way to make yourself be out there.
So let me tell you another thing. So he's been like excommunicated. That's the word in these game streets that they use. So Phil Spencer doesn't even like follow him. Like he's blocked him because he does not believe in those guys. To me, the only person out of BGST I can kind of watch is like Next Gen 720. Because he's kind of more of a troll. He's not like an extremist. He's kind of more of a troll than anything. But the rest of those guys, I'm like, man, they take things to the extreme.
I mean, even still, like just being associated with those types, like I mean, it's...
like Kid Smooth. I know he's an Xbox fan too, but I can deal with Kid Smooth. He's not.
He's keeping it real. He's like in the podcast, like the Weapon Wheel, like he freaking. I mean, it's legit. Like he's come out on some sideways shit and been retarded before.
Yeah.
But I can honestly say, out of everything that I've seen him do, it's all about where he's coming from.
Yeah.
It's not about Xbox in general. It's not, I'm a super anti Sony blah. Like, no, it's been like, this is my point of view.
Yep.
And even then, and since like some of his more retarded statements, you know what I mean? Like he's been like, all right, you know what? Like I could see this, I could see that.
See,
Is
kids.
he going out there buying like 8 PS4s to make
Yeah, this
amends
dude.
for what he's done?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. This dude has bought like the most like PlayStations out of everybody.
Well, I
Like
mean,
I still have my number one, my first PlayStation. This dude has bought like 6 or 7 of them.
I'm not.
So he supports Sony more than than us.
Well, I mean, well, in terms of the numbers and money, and yeah,
Yeah,
that's true, that's true. But at
but
least he's willing to put himself out there to be like, hey, these are my opinions and beliefs, and like
yeah,
I have no problem with that.
yeah,
But
I
those
respect for.
PST types, like man, they be on some other shit.
I mean, it's kind of like Hard Eight said. He's like, hey, I have respect for Kid's move. It's just I hate the best bot because he has 2 different personalities. So when he's Kid
Yeah,
Smooth, he's cool, but when he becomes the best bot, it's like it gets a little bit annoying. But he's cool, man.
I enjoy them
And
as
he
well.
doesn't block people. Like you remember that when Mooch was doing that, like block them all, the block them all party.
Yeah,
Like I got blocked. Never say anything about anybody from BGST. I got blocked from every last one of them. Just
wow,
because they saw me associating with Weapon Wheel.
wow,
Because
got
I
him, Joe.
interacted with Weapon Wheel podcast, and I got blocked from everybody from BGST.
Wow, for no reason.
No reason at
That,
all.
that's not even like a real reason.
Nope.
Like, hey, I was looking at YouTube videos and I liked one. Block. Like, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, I'm blocked by Hard Eight too because that whole thing that went on with him and Hard Eight. I mean, him and Kid Smooth. So, and I said something to him. I was like, I didn't really appreciate that because me with kids, I don't. You can say
Yeah.
anything you want to say about me. Like you can call me a fag, you can call me any other name. I don't. You can call me the N word. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. But as
But
soon as
like,
you cross that line and start talking about my kids,
yeah, when
my
you get into that
family,
personal, exactly. When you
then
get
that's
into
when
that
I have a
personal
problem.
life,
Yeah,
especially if like we associate with each other on the regular, and
exactly.
like you would be privy to that information, you don't use that information against somebody. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you stick to the job at hand, like it's a business. Like you know what I mean? We're putting on these podcasts to give something to people
Mm-hmm.
for entertainment, for whatever the case may be. Like when you start taking things personally and then start attacking people personally, like
Yeah.
I lose respect for people like that. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like after I saw that, like yeah, I was trying to watch like Hard Eight's videos and like all of his nonsense. I'm like, haha, funny, whatever. But like, I'm just like, yeah. After that, like, there's really no reason for me to
Yeah.
even watch this shit anymore.
I mean, I started back watching them just because they kind of squashed it. But I'm like, dude, they all of that was over what $100? That what it was?
And
Or
I think it was like 150 or something like that, or
yeah,
$50, something like that.
yeah. It wasn't even a lot of money. I'm like, you get all personal and
And like, what is you gonna do on the internet? Like, really? Why are
yeah,
you getting all personal with people's families and shit? And
yeah,
like, y'all actually deal with each other regularly, and then you get personal over like $50. Like, really?
yeah.
Like,
Actually, it was
calm your
sixty
ass down.
dollars.
Go buy a
Yeah,
fucking video game or some shit.
yeah.
Like, what
It
the?
was $60 for one video game. Yeah, $60. All of that over $60. I was like,
Yeah.
man, it was not worth it. And then Blackmon had to chime in, and I was like, man, I could feel every emotion that freaking Kid Smooth had because that's the exact same reaction I would have had. Like that shit was not funny. People was laughing in the chat, but I was like, nah. I was feeling every last emotion that he had because I would have had the same reaction.
Yo, on some real, as soon as that shit had got mentioned, I would have just dropped out, let whatever happen happen. And I
Yeah,
would have been like afterwards, like, yo, on some real, that's fucked up. And I
yeah,
can't be fucking with y'all if that's how y'all gonna roll on some real. Like
yeah.
seriously,
I'm
like
surprised he came back. He said he only came back because of BG, but to me, I was like, nah, I'm done with y'all. If you can stoop to that far during this time, you can do that anytime.
Exactly. Like and all that. Oh, we made it up. Shit. Like you was just saying, like they kind of squashed it. Like nah. Like
Nah,
especially with Hard A, like that dude's just a mouth for no
yeah,
reason.
yeah,
Like that's literally his role. That is why he's on the podcast.
yeah,
He's just a mouth, man. That's what he does. And whether it's good or bad, I mean, whether he's got facts or not, he's good at being a mouthpiece.
yeah. Well,
I
I
mean,
like that new dude they got on there. New Xbox dude on there.
oh, Jimmy?
No, not Jimmy. Ren Aftar or something like that.
Fuck, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he's the like he always got the highest like achievement score on Xbox right now. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah, he's.
Dude, we're losing long. Let's get.
No, I'm right
Oh
here.
yeah,
I'm still
yeah,
listening.
my
Don't worry
bad.
about me.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
we done went down a tangent.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
we talking about the crumb side of YouTube right now. My bad,
Yeah,
man.
you are. That's all right. Well, I can say anything. Just
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. We getting caught up into this. We could probably talk about this later. Crumb side
Yeah.
YouTube, man, it's serious over here.
That's his own podcast in and of
I
itself.
know. Like, I could probably talk about this for like 2-3 hours.
you guys are tangenting again, by the
All right.
way.
All right.
Oh,
Let me
gosh.
get to the next one. All right, so we're gonna talk about Steam, cause Steam owners, they don't really play their games. That's the joke from all the console players. And yes, I am a console player too. I put the link in the podcast. Y'all, if you scroll up, you'll see it. Steam sets new concurrent user record.
Oh, that.
Yep. So they have
Oh, on YouTube.
No, it's in the chat.
in the chat,
Huh?
the Military Gaming Podcast chat.
Yeah.
So that game
Oh
stuff.
yeah. I see it.
All right, so you can open that. So there were 14.2 million people logged in at the same time, which is a new record. And that was on January 7th.
So they got the people that are like me who just turn on Steam and we don't ever do anything with it. Congrats to them.
But let's see. Hold on.
Top game by player count.
Yeah.
Dota.
Yeah.
No wonder these fools is talking about fucking Dota at work. Like, get the fuck
Oh,
out
that's
of
what they
here.
were talking about?
I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, Dota been doing its Dota thing for fucking years, and y'all over here all of a sudden like, ooh, 2017, let's do Dota 2. Oh yeah, I'm gonna download it. I think Brigitte
It's a
was one of them.
phase. It's a phase.
So
It's a fucking
So it's
phase.
just going to
That's
be
all it
like
is.
when the people's like, hey, let's all get on Diablo 3 now.
Yeah, it's one of them types. At least this one's free though.
Yeah. Dota's not bad. I'm just not a MOBA player. I can't. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't
a
have the
MOBA player
patience
either.
and.
I don't mind MOBAs, but like they get boring. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna lie, I get bored after a while. It's just like, okay, like I run down, I run in a straight line, kill randoms. Up, there's another enemy. I gotta kill that enemy. Keep going, get down a tower or something, and keep like. It's just like, and it's the same thing over and over. And I understand the competitive play, but like if I really want to get competitive and like be entertained throughout the competitiveness, I'm gonna play any other competitive game pretty much.
Yeah.
I have more fun playing Counter-Strike than I do Dota. Like in Counter-Strike, I used to be good. I used to play it a lot. Not so much now, but even now, like I've had more fun playing that game than I do.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
I never
drastic
even touched Counter Strike, and I'm after seeing all these freaking esports things. I don't even want to do that.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
that shit is like, yeah, it's pretty.
When you're good at that game, it is borderline like I don't even know how that's even
Not
possible.
fun for anybody else.
Yeah, like it can get bad. Like I don't even know how the heck you managed to get that headshot, but you got it somehow. I don't even know. Like literally just popped my head around the corner. I'm dead already.
See, at
And
that
then
point,
I
it's
gotta
like,
wait.
you play the game so much and you are so good at it. Like, it's not even about the mechanics of how the game works. It's the nuances. Like Well, the way that the game registers hit detection when you cross so many frames from behind a wall after crouching and jumping into a sniper shot where you half scope, like, yeah, no, like that, you lost me already. Like that's where
Yeah.
like
Well,
it's too much.
hey, that's what they do. That's how that like you said, that's professional players. Like that world when I dip my toe into it, oh, I'm just not like the full like oh
You
yeah, why
lose
do
your
you
toe.
no, I didn't, but it's here's an example. When you're shooting with the op, when you're sniping with the op, and people do the whole Q quick switch and then go back to scoping that way because it's faster. By how much? Oh, it's only by like a second, but that second can mean everything.
Yeah,
Like that, the few frames that you get by quick swapping and rescoping can mean the entire difference in a battle. And I'm just like, I mean, it's neat, and there are all these different techniques and stuff that honestly I just don't really care to learn. Like I just want
Honestly,
to play the game.
that's
It's
probably
great.
one of the few games where I would rather just watch like professionals play.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Like, like there's not too many games that I would enjoy just watching other people play, but Counter Strike is the probably the only game that that I can think of that I just enjoy just watching people play it.
It's developed though. I mean, that game has been around since like forever. And I mean, it's only gotten the feedback and the way they changed it and the way it was played in general and what you're watching has just evolved since the days of 1.6.
Mm.
It's just like, well, now it's a lot more interesting to watch than some other esports, which are just kind of like, meh,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's been out for 5 years.
Yeah,
What, Global Offensive?
Yeah, Global
Yeah,
Offensive has been out for 5 years. Not Counter Strike in general. Counter Strike has been out since like the beginning of gaming and shit.
time. Yeah, but every increment, like, because it went from 1.5 source to Global Offensive, and 1.5 and source really did piggyback off each other, and the Global Offensive kind of married them up and made like piggybacked even more and made it more, brought it more into the modern age, even though source wasn't all that bad.
so when are
But
they gonna make another Counter Strike?
They're
never.
not.
Never. They
Well,
just gonna
they
keep.
will in like
All right, so
when they Half Life 3.
well, when they make Half-Life 3, when the three Earth moons align, and the two sons of Mars decide to come together, and Zeus himself comes down and blesses the first copy. Like, yeah, no. All right, but no, but seriously, like, and you've heard the saying, like, don't fix a
Stuff
wheel if
that's
it ain't
broken.
broken. Yeah, yeah.
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 Counter
Honestly, I
Strike
was
not broken. You know what I mean? Don't. There's no reason to turn it into Call of Duty. You know what I mean? There's no reason to turn
I'm
it into
not saying they
Battlefield.
get Call of Duty, but at least like I know they use. I always see like patches up for it. Cause I hold on, let me check my Steam because I might own it actually.
Counter Strike
because
is literally like,
Wait.
so like you got to think like way back, like Unreal Tournament
Oh no,
type.
I don't own it. Okay, I know I
So
got
like
so many games I own that I
so
don't
like
play.
the original Dooms, like the Unreal Tournaments, like the old games, the way that they played and how they felt. The Counter Strike Global Offensive is like the last remnant of that.
Mm.
That's actually good. Well, kind
I'm
of. It's
I
good for the
remember
people that play it, but
I
like
remember the first day I played it when a friend was trying to convert me over, and I was like, "No, I'm playing Battlefield 2." Haha. So I was like, I'll give it a shot at your house." I like crouch for a second. It's like, "How do you aim?" And they're like, "You don't." I was like, "Wait, what?" He's
yeah,
like, "How do what do you do?" He's like, "You just crouch and let the reticule go smaller." And I was like, "How is that aiming?
yeah,
I don't understand."
yeah. But see, if
Oh
you know
god.
like the percentage chance of like the shot going a certain way based on the type of sniper rifle you have and blah 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 blah, like yeah, no,
Change your crosshairs to be a specific size so that way the first shot is always in the center. So as long as that point, as long as you have your crosshairs on that one point, your first shot's gonna go there and you're gonna kill someone regardless.
yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck do you know this shit?
And
Like
you have to split frame it. You know what I mean? It has to be in between each frame. So
Mm.
like about like a quarter of a half second in, like like yeah, nah, I'm done.
yeah, that it was a little too much, but I will appreciate and give credence to the people who are really good at that game because they are really, really good at something that I just can't do. I don't have
No.
the
I mean,
patience.
yeah,
Oh
no,
no.
props to him. I mean, like, I've been good at Call of Duty at points. I've been good at Battlefield at points. I will never be as good as these guys are at Counter Strike in any game that I play more than likely ever. Like, I'm
Mm.
never gonna hit that level where I'm just up there competing, and it's just like, hey, yeah, I am willing to, play you guys for like, $1 million. Why not?
Uh,
Hey, actually, now that I think about it, that's the one thing I forgot to say. When they're doing all these esports and stuff with them, I gotta hand it. You do need to be that good to be able to play for that level for that amount of money. If you're actually playing on a team and you're getting paid to do it, yeah, you get to that point. I guess it makes sense. I mean, I probably would be like that if I was getting paid on a team. I
mm.
know someone who was, but
Yo, see me in that Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 3 though.
oh gosh, oh gosh, you
uh,
still next.
so, so before we move on, I'm still like wondering why Grand Theft Auto 5 is still on that top in the top 10 like every week.
Okay, so I got you. I got you. Uh Jeff, Jeff, Favignano. All right. Look up LSPDFR,
What?
pretty much anything. LSPDFR. Los Santos Police Department First Response. All right. From Jeff Favignano. Literally, I've watched almost all of that dude's videos, right? I'll
Mm-hmm.
go home to like I was at home, I was with my niece, and I was trying to watch a video where he didn't curse as much and it wasn't as much violence. And I was trying to find one at least. And I was like, oh, like there's a tornado. Oh, this probably won't
Oh,
be
this
that
is the dude you was
bad.
telling me about. I'm subscribed to him. Okay.
Yeah. Like if you actually sit there and just like watch his videos, how he goes through it, takes the time to like actually like passionately be like, like, hey, yeah, like and do like reenact like, hey, I'm a police officer in this world. Like it's really interesting to watch and it's fun. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've sat there and just like watched like his 30-minute videos like back to back for like 3 hours at one point. I was just like, wow, like this dude is like he's going out there and then the cops is acting retarded and like it's entertaining as fuck. And that simple fact that you could do something like that in a game, not even including the fact that there's multiplayer, but the simple fact that you can take the time to customize that game to that level. And then, dude, like, there's so much going on with Grand Theft Auto. Like I mean, it's Rockstar. I mean, like, let's be real. And they've spent years perfecting Grand Theft Auto Online back when it was on what, the PS3?
They didn't really perfect it because the heist that they promised didn't come out till later.
Yeah, but it came out and it's a quality game and it's not a bad game, you know?
No, it's a
I mean, so like,
very good
so
game.
you got all right. So let's recap. So at when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, what other open world game was like going to be a big game, whatever at the time,
At the
around that
time, none. That was it.
time? Okay,
Well, you
Didn't Far
had
Cry
Watch
come out around that
Dogs.
time?
Yeah, Watch Dogs, and
Watch Dogs, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And what happened with Watch Dogs?
yeah, it fell. Well, that was pretty much Ubisoft who fell
So
with that.
so so it was Grand Theft Auto and Watch Dogs, aka Grand Theft Auto. So what happened the year after that? What did
What else
open
do we have?
world
Yeah,
money?
Shadow Mordor. That was
Okay,
open
so
world.
yeah, but you weren't stealing cars and robbing
Oh,
people
you
and
talking
hooking
about
up with
that
hookers
type
and
of thing?
yeah, that specific thing.
Um, I don't think there was nothing else. I can't
And
remember at least.
that's what I'm saying. Like that game is so large, there's so much detail. And like if you like there's like details that like I watched a video on like little details in Grand Theft Auto 5 you never realized. Like I watched that video, it came out like 2 years ago, and I'm like, wow, it's 2017. That came out 2 years ago, and I had no idea. Like, yeah, like that. That's what I'm like. That game, there's so much in it. It's not gonna just die out. You know what I mean? At least not until the next big thing comes out, which is, I hope, Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, after the like 3 year delays, but you know what I mean. Like whenever it comes out, like
Uh,
that's what I'm that's what I'm looking to see, and it's gonna be up there.
all right. So the next one, I gave y'all the link to this one too. So Steam will let you use a controller for every game soon. So I made a video. I don't know if y'all saw that video that I made with me using my PlayStation 4 controller with Skyrim. And when I first tried it, it was giving me a little bit of problems. It seems to work now, but the only game that really I've had problems with was Mass Effect 1. So you guys know that I hate mouse and keyboard. So what I had to do with that one was actually get a mod, download a mod to actually use my controller. And it has the buttons, all the Xbox 360 controllers on screen when you playing Skyrim now. I mean not Skyrim, but Mass Effect 1. But I think this for people like me who prefer controllers over like mouse and keyboard. I think this is pretty good to have.
I mean, yeah, it's better than the alternative, which is nothing. But
Yeah,
I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Like, I kind of feel like they should. I mean, they should have been figured this one out a while ago, like the compatibility issue. But there's so many different games. They're all coded differently. They run on different engines.
but it's
Like
the
I can understand.
developers.
Like,
It's the
yeah.
developers who should have did this before.
Well, I mean, why would they? I mean, their game came out on PC and it worked on mouse and keyboard. People paid money for it.
But
It
I
came
mean,
out on
but
PS4 and blah blah blah.
the thing you preach on play on PC is the choice, and you're taking away somebody's
Well,
choice when you
I mean,
say, "All right, we're not going to support controllers."
well, I mean, you're not really taking away their choice, because you downloaded like a modification or a file or something like that to make it work, right? So like the choice is always there for PC gamers because somebody out there is going to be like, "Fuck that! I'm going to take the time to figure this out because I refuse," and they have the skill to do it. So why not? And then they give it to everybody, and there you go. The developers don't even have to work that hard
Mm.
because somebody else solved it for you. You know what I mean? Like for PC gaming, it's kind of difficult to blame the developers when like they already know like those. It's kind of like all the mods that are out for like Skyrim and shit like that. In Skyrim Special Edition, it's just like, oh, we made these mods so that they could work for consoles, but like those mods are like old and dated. Like we've had them shits for years since Skyrim, like the first couple years Skyrim being out, we've had those types of mods that they're just now getting on consoles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really get mad at the developers for not figuring that shit out ahead of time because it's like, well, people are going to figure a way around it. They're going to make modifications to it. They're going to do whatever they want when it gets to PC. So,
Mm.
like, I'm not
like
mad at
when
them for not considering the PC gamer. That is completely wrong in terms of a gamer, like from a gamer perspective. I really think they should think these things through ahead of time, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to get really mad at them for not doing it, considering the nature of just how this situation works and business. Like, I mean, like, save money, save time, they're going to figure it out. Like I can't be mad at them because people are going to do it. You know what I mean? Like if literally nobody was capable of figuring it out, then everybody would be in an uproar. But because it got figured out, people are using that tool or whatever, and there it is.
Uh, so this is the last topic, unless y'all have something else y'all want to talk about. But apparently, I sent y'all the link for some reason. This is Amazon UK. It's not the US, but they already have 85 reviews for the Nintendo Switch.
here's you you have you paid attention to Metacritic in your entire life? I'm sure you have.
Yes, yes.
And like that whole the game hasn't been released yet, but and there's a there's like a handful of 1 or 2 line reviews that specifically state how great or how bad this is
Yeah.
before anyone has even gotten a chance to try it. That's pretty much all I see this as. Is 85 people who have nothing better to do with their time and pretend like something is what it.
I'm gonna read the first 7 views, right? So the first one. The idea is rock solid, and Nintendo as a company prioritizes user enjoyment. We will get a really good stuff. Okay. That's the first one. The second one. Looks great. 5 stars. Third one. Looking very good. 5 stars. All right, fourth one. It's okay.
Like he played it.
The fifth one looks amazing. The sixth one. My body is ready. This needs to come out right now. Make my money.
Oh, look above it. Look above it.
Well,
it makes Dan's butthole tingle. Peter is breathless, and Adam S is in love. Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
this is no.
These people shouldn't even be able to do this. Like, I'm a big fan of
even
shit.
better. Like some of the negative reviews.
Oh, the negatives is like really got me. I started laughing.
All right, so the first one that's like a 1 star. Hello, my name is Bill Gates. I'm from the future. I have to warn you that this console is actually Skynet, and social experiments have gone wrong. How else can an iPad mini screen have the power of an Xbox? The best. And power a HDMI. Save the future. Choose Xbox by Bill Gates. P.S. Xbox is horrible. Join PlayStation and Nintendo Rebellion. Like, what the fuck?
Good. Awesome.
85 reviews, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
That's where it's at.
Oh, man. And when I saw this, I don't even know how he got to this article. It just showed up out of nowhere. I was just fucking, like, dying. I was in tears just looking at this. I just had to talk about it.
Yeah, this is kind of pathetic. That's kind of pathetic.
It's funny, though.
It is funny.
5 stars. Portable Skyrim. Toilet sessions will improve by 100 million %.
Hey, do you see how many people found this helpful? There's 42 people.
42 people found that helpful. Like, holy shit. My
Literally.
will increase. I can play Skyrim on the toilet. Win. I finally made it.
Oh God, no!
I just got to bring my fridge to the freaking restroom, and then I could just stay in there forever.
Where are you gonna sleep? And a bed. Fuck.
Oh
God,
man.
no.
Yeah, these people be going out of their way to do anything. I love the internet though. I love.
I don't know, where would we be without it right now? Where would
the internet and me have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
I see a lot of cool things, and then there's a lot of just bullshit, dumb shit, sad shit, depressing shit. I'm just like, man, I've never once like questioned humanity.
Oh, I do every day.
Bullshit on the internet. Like I'm like dealing with people on a regular basis. I'm just like, man, dude, like you'll have those people. It's just like, dude, you're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Like, are you that much of a pleb? Like, really? Like the Holocaust didn't happen? Are you stupid? Like, you know, you deal with those people. And then there's those people that you're just like, see, that's exactly why I believe that we can be better people. You know, you are the, you know, and then you get on the internet and it's just like, wow, like, well, fuck, I guess we're just doomed.
Oh,
yeah, pretty much.
Before we go, so there's a time travel, another time travel review. This from Luke. So he says, "My name is Luke. I'm a time traveler from the year 2020. In 2017, Nintendo launched their new console, the Nintendo Switch. 1 month later, in a shock announcement, Sega announced the Dreamcast 2. The release of the Dreamier Cast created a rift right through the gaming community, thus beginning the second Nintendo versus Sega war.
Oh wow, wow.
Wow,
Oh
just
man,
This should be entertaining.
yeah. Oh man, this is. I needed that laugh though.
oh
Again,
gosh.
thank you,
Someone.
internet.
No, thank you, internet. You're ruining my life.
All right, so that was the last topic. Unless y'all got something else y'all want to talk about.
I want to talk about the inside of my eyelids.
Yeah. Well, I'm driving to Tokyo tomorrow morning, so
Ugh, God no.
help.
Misery. You'll have fun.
Yep, 3 kids. Have fun.
Yes, you will. It's
Hopefully
okay.
they sleep.
Nah, I hope they're loud and obnoxious and crawling all over everything.
Why would
I
you
hope
put
so.
that on that
I
man?
know
Why?
that's
Because
messed up.
that's part of the greatness of being a dad. Come
You
on.
don't even. You can't
I
even
know.
begin to start talking. You haven't
Yeah.
even had a pet.
Hey, he was holding
I've
my
had
son
pet.
like he was a pet. He's like, oh, that's supposed
What do
to
I
like hold him a type of way.
You know what? I'm just trying to be careful for the kids, you know? That's all I'm trying to
Careful
do.
for the kids.
Yeah, you know, don't want to hurt them.
When I
Anyway,
pick up
let's end this.
my
Let's end this right now. How about that? Let's go ahead and end this
all right,
before I dig myself any deeper.
All
I'll
right.
let it happen.
You guys have a wonderful night, I guess. Bye.
All right. That's your outro, Randy.
Yeah.
Yo, you already know what it is. Ray Puddles on the track, doing
Please
big
stop.
thing.
Please
Can't
stop.
stop, won't stop. Spitting bars,
Please do.
flames. Yeah. No, I'm out here.
Yeah.
All right. And this is Tony, the host. Thank you guys for tuning in. Leave. I hope you guys leave feedback. We want to try to keep it the same time. We'll see if we want to change it back to Sundays. We'll see how everything goes. But I want to thank you guys for the people here that's on the podcast. Thank you guys for coming. Without you guys, this wouldn't be a podcast. But we're here to provide you guys the entertainment, give our views, have fun. It
Ruin
is
my
what it
life,
is.
basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, but this will be uploaded to SoundCloud. I'm working on getting on iTunes and Google Play at the moment. Also, please check out our Military Gaming Podcast Facebook page. And also, we're looking, well, I'm particularly looking in E3 this year and also TGS. So I'm trying to get there like early as possible for both of those events this year. That's my plan for this year, my goal. But it's all up to you guys. If you guys want to support, tune in. Randy, I'm still waiting for your YouTube channel to get up and running.
Oh, all right. Look,
Got him.
we'll talk about that another time. I'm working on it. All right. I'm recording videos. I'm doing things. I'm working on it. All right.
Why not upload them then?
Yeah.
Because there's certain videos where I'm just like, okay, I literally just kind of was camping here, grinding. I didn't really do anything. And then there's those videos that's like, oh, that's actually pretty decent. I would want to watch this again.
No,
And
you
half
wouldn't.
of them, I haven't like recorded my voice, which is the problem. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. All
All
right.
right.
Lame.
Well, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all later.
Fun.